Hey guys, I'm Zelda Master and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. In this one, we're going to be setting sail into the Great Sea with our pal, the King of Red Lions, and our sail as well, because we need the sail to sail, of course. The King of Red Lions can't do it on his own. Yes, he may be a talking boat, but when it comes to sailing, that's beyond his power. But get used to this, because we're going to be doing this a lot, and that is sailing. Isn't it fun? Yeah. Not really. It's not that fun. But luckily in this game it's actually a lot easier to sail than the original version of this game, because they did implement a new swift sail type of item that we'll be getting right after the first temple. So pretty early on within the game, before you really need to sail much. This is pretty much like the only stretch we're going to be doing without the swift sail. But as soon as we're able to get our hands on it, that's the first thing I'm going to be doing, because yeah, the HD version of this game makes the game a lot easier with the swift sail, because you are able to control the direction of the wind and have Link go triple as fast as he normally would immediately, and it's just so much better. That's one of the really awesome features I love about the HD version of this game. But essentially all we need to do while we're sailing is just head straight to, you know, where the wind is blowing, which is towards this giant island here. But before I even consider heading there, there's actually a small island right here, and if you actually pay attention to how it's shaped, you can see it is the shape of a paw. It is actually known as Paw Print Isle. We'll be able to get the name of it once we find a certain fish throughout the Great Sea, but it is crazy how far I can zoom out the camera. You can definitely see the paw itself in the way it's shaped, so it's actually really cool how it is. But yeah, on this island, there's a little secret right in the center. And if you jump into here, yeah, you're going to find a hole. You know, the classic Zelda grottos that they have throughout the game. I never understood how these work and how you leave them. I mean, what the heck? You just enter a thing of light and then all of a sudden you're teleported. But whatever. It's honestly nostalgic to me, like, always finding these, because I don't know, I just think of Ocarina of Time and having to search for them, because it was back then when, you know, to 100% the game, you'd have to look through everything. You couldn't really search up a guide or anything to help you cheat your way in finding things. But yeah, I mean, with most Zelda games and pretty much any game, I'm really stubborn and I don't look up guides even when I try to 100% things. Doesn't matter what it is, I'm gonna try to figure it out on my own. Most of the times I succeed, but I'll be honest, there are some times where I give up and look up at a guide. Never really happens with Zelda games. I would say in other games, but I don't really want to get into it too much. But regardless, all I have to say is I want to say games like Dark Souls definitely do kind of leave you clueless with some of the things, especially NPC side quests. Unlike Zelda, Zelda is way different than Dark Souls. I always compare the two to be alike. Sure, you know, if anyone watches my videos, you must know that I reference Dark Souls quite a bit. But okay, yeah, we're going to speak to these guys, and I believe they are going to tell us about how to, you know, find it, treasure sunken within the sea and salvage it and blah blah blah, but we don't really need to get into that. I'm just going to speak to them so they can give us a treasure chart. Yeah, I believe this is our second one we have obtained, or a third, I'm not entirely sure, but we've gotten one of these before. And yeah, eventually we're going to end up obtaining all of the awesome goodies within these chests that are going to be located all throughout the Great Sea, but I don't want to do that right now. Let's just go ahead and leave. There are also lookouts that have enemies, like little pirate lookouts, which are really interesting, as well as submarines. And hey, look, it's Beetle! Should I head over to him? We actually already said hi to him over in Outset Island, so I'm just going to ignore him right now, actually, and continue on. But as I was saying, yeah, games like Zelda compared to Dark Souls, they are definitely a lot different. I believe I read, I don't know where, an article recently that the creator of Dark Souls was felt like the Dark Souls series was unworthy to be referenced to the Zelda franchise, because they aren't alike. It's just Zelda kind of created the general idea of third-person games, especially RPG like third-person games, which makes sense. I mean, Ocarina of Time was like the first one out there that implemented especially the combat system. Even though it was really bad, it was the first to have that whole targeting system and all of that, so it makes sense in why people always compare Dark Souls to Zelda. As myself, I do, but they are in reality nothing alike. But there, on the horizon, that is our destination, Link, Dragon Roost Island. Alright, we made it there rather quick, and oh yeah. This music goes in. I love this song. It is so nice. And there's so many remixes out there that just sound amazing. But yeah, high atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valoo. Huh. Alright, it's not like I heard that before, but yeah, because I always act like I'm surprised with what they say, but I mean, obviously I know what's going on, but I can't help but do that. It's just something I tend to do when Let's Playing. But you must go and see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Alright, ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit the island and how to see the dragon. Alright, we're gonna do just that. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. And all of a sudden, yeah, he has the baton in his mouth. So this is the Wind Waker. Just like Ocarina of Time, you are given the instrument that the game is titled after, which I find awesome. I love this. This is like a Zelda thing to me now, even though only Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker have this. I still find it really unique, and I love the fact that music is somehow implemented in Zelda, and even in the title, like a certain instrument and all. But yeah, this is the Wind Waker, and it is going to be, you know, our main instrument, of course, that we're going to be using to unlock a lot of things, and he's going to teach us how to conduct the Wind Waker itself. Funny enough, this is what got me to play the game. This is where I first started playing this game for the very first time. The reason why is because my aunt had no idea how to do this. When the King of Redlions was originally teaching Link on the GameCube version of the game way back when the game first came out, I was watching my aunt. It was about a year after the game came out, actually, but it was still a long time ago. I still remember it vividly, but yeah, she could not do this. She didn't know how the C-stick worked, and it just didn't make any sense. But I ended up picking up the controller. I figured it out, and once I was able to do that, I started exploring Dragon Roost Island. And yeah, I just have a lot of like nostalgic memories of this exact moment within the game, even though this isn't exactly like it because it's in HD. I still get that feeling, and yeah, I don't know. But this is originally where I started playing the game from here on out. Then I just started exploring. I'm like, oh, bums. Danger. Let's attack them. Explosive fruit. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a reference to I don't know, actually. Dodongos, because they eat bombs. I don't know. But yeah, the second I started bombing up rocks, I'm like, this is a classic Zelda game. Why am I not playing this? And realized, yeah, that I was definitely missing out. So now I play every game. It doesn't really matter. Actually, to me, I like these graphics a lot. I don't think it's a nostalgic thing. I think it's just I just wanted Zelda to be really dark, but I realized the franchise can be anything really, and it works. It can go from, I mean, that's actually honestly something I find really unique about Zelda, how Nintendo always changes the art style. Like, it's constantly changing. It's never consistent. That was the worst bomb throw in existence. But yeah, as I was saying, Zelda never really has consistent like art style with like the newer systems, and I'm assuming it's because I don't know, actually. I could not really understand why. I mean, maybe it's just Nintendo trying something new and wanting to spice up Zelda every single time just to make it unique, because it's going to be in a different world, and they can do that. They can get away with that because it's never going to be the same Link. And it's always nice to like see characters like reimagined in a different style and like references to certain people. It's definitely really unique, and yeah, I don't know. It's just something I appreciate. Like, I don't need Zelda to look exactly the same and to have like a really consistent theme going on. Like, that's something I never found that cool. I always liked, like in Pokemon, how your main character changes, your avatar and your starters and everything just like changes, but it's the same game. And I feel like it's kind of like that with Zelda. It's the same core, but it changes at the same time. That's what makes it always something new. But Link, is that you? It is. I'm pleased to see you're okay, I must say. So yeah, this is pretty much the Rito people. These birdmen live on Dragon Roost Island. You've traveled far for one with no wings. Well, I had a boat, so don't worry. And your sister, she's dead. Not really, but I mean, Is that so? I'm assuming you believe me now, right? Well, don't you worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I said she's dead. Okay, maybe she's not dead. That's a little dark, but I have an idea, Link. Would you like to meet our Chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the Chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid to our Aerie. It's settled then. I'll fly on and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Link. I'll be waiting. Alright, what a friendly guy Quill is. So yeah, this is the male guy who, usually sends letters. At least he picks up and sends the letters all the way to Outset Island. I guess that's what the Rito people do. They're just male people because it makes sense. They can fly. They don't need a boat. And I mean, a boat would take a lot longer to travel. They can just easily fly from one island to another. It's really cool, and I love this tribe. This tribe is essentially like the, not necessarily reincarnation, but I want to say the evolved form of what the Zora people become. After Hyrule was completely flooded, they ended up becoming birds in the air instead of fish within the sea. I mean, it's not necessarily that's what happened, but they are like descendants of the Zoras. So I'm assuming they did somehow just slowly evolve over time. But I mean, it wouldn't make sense how now it's a world of water and they became air things. Like, I mean, Zoras lived in the water, so it should be better. But either way, they are descendants, and we will get more into that and all of that later on. I don't really want to get too into that because I feel like that spoils some of the game itself. But I feel like this game is old enough that I can get into certain stuff like that without really worrying too much. But, well, have you discovered the cause of the Great Valu's anger? Uh-oh. Well, I know of the Great Valu. We're supposed to come here for a pearl, but I guess they're dealing with an issue as well. And, so you are Link, are you? Quill has told me all about you. A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there is anything we can do to help you. Actually, we shall do anything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. Oh, okay, I guess we have to help you first. When you arrived on this island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are proudly connected to the sky. We make our living on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit, Valu. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Root to receive a scale from the Great Valu. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Recently, however, the once gentle Valu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings of those who are age will never be able to receive scales from Valu on Dragon Roost. They will remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. As Chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Okay, why not? Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Link with regards to your son, Prince Komali? As you can see, Link is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Komali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. That may be. Let me be direct. My son Komali is the age to earn his wings. Yet he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? Yeah, sure, why not? I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible, so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give to my son. A young girl named Medli is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I'm counting on you. Alright, cool, whatever, man. It looks like I'm gonna have to solve your problem, and well, here, Link, take this with you. Who knows, it might come in handy. And it is a fanny pack Thanks. I'm gonna be like one of you guys having a cool freaking delivery bag. I don't need this crap. I mean, no, it is gonna come in handy though, because we don't have to hold it in our hand anymore. I can't get it. But essentially, it's just one of the Rito tribe people's fanny packs that they use to deliver letters. And I mean, it will be helpful because we're gonna go ahead and store a letter in it right now, as long as I don't fall off when trying to head up here. But yeah, essentially the Rito people are in an issue with the Great Valoo, and we actually need to speak to the Great Valoo. So surprisingly enough, we will, try to help solve their issue so they can help us with ours. And most likely, we're going to end up solving our issue while solving theirs at the same time. So we don't really need their help at all. We're just helping them, if anything. But wow, you really do have green clothes and a sharp-shaped hat. Yeah, it's really weird how it is a sharp-shaped hat. But you're Link, aren't you? Yep, that's me. Oh, me? I'm an attendant of the Sky Spirit Valoo. My name is Medley. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. What am I thinking? Here it is from the Chiefian. Link, he wants you to give this directly to Prince Komali. And it is the letter. Yay, we got ourselves the father's letter. And it's addressed to his son. I mean, they live together, so I don't know why he's giving him a letter. I mean, I guess it's a lot easier to express your feelings without having to do it face first. Maybe if it's like, his father's embarrassed to say something, to tell him to be courageous. I don't really know what's the, dynamic between their father and son relationship, but okay. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Komali's room. You have to go, okay, cool, I'll go ahead and do that. When you meet Prince Komali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. So he's just rude? Is that what you're trying to say? Alright, it's fine. I have a small favor to ask. I'd like to ask of you. Okay. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Ooze Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. Alright. But yeah, as you can tell, they look just like us. The difference between the Rito, at least the ones without wings, because here you can see, yeah, the giant flaps, which look like weird looking sleeves, but are actually their wings. Before they do get their wings, they look exactly like humans, except they have this beak nose. As you can see, it looks really weird. Also, if you notice on her shirt, she has this, which this symbol may look familiar and may also reference the whole Zora thing, but like I said, I'm not going to get into that yet. Let's just go ahead and deliver this letter to Prince Komali. We're going to go ahead and find the letter actually located here in our awesome fanny pack. Likely Link doesn't have to wear it out like one of them, because I'm pretty sure they all wear it like Quill. Let's go ahead and check. Do you have a okay, he's not a male guy. Let's see if one of these guys are holding. Okay, he's holding some letters, and no, I guess they don't all have one. Oh, this guy has one. Oh, yeah, look how stylish that looks. Yeah, I would not want to wear that. It is hilarious looking, but that is pretty much a mail bag. It's honestly a delivery bag, not a fanny pack. I'm talking like it's a bad thing, but it's not. It is pretty helpful. All right, but this is Prince Komali's room. He has a pretty cool, whole setup, as you can see. A lot of ducks. I don't know why he collects so many ducks. Like, man, what is up, dude? Like, are they I mean, I guess there are different types of ducks. Maybe he only can see the difference, like, because he's used to the way beaks look, because he's like a bird or something, and they can like differentiate different birds because they're like part bird, they're like I don't know what they are, human bird things. But as you can see, he's holding a mysterious looking Dragon Ball type thing. I wonder what it is, but let's speak to him just to see what's up. Huh? What are you supposed to be? Or who are you supposed to be? Hey, I'm here to save you. Take this letter from your dad. What do you think? A letter from my father? Yeah. And, oh, sure. Telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still had to get the scale from Valoo. You're in this letter too, Poking your nose into others' business? You're nosy, aren't you? Well, I have a smaller nose than you. Yeah, okay, that was stupid. But, I mean, it's not like I'm as nosy as him, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Valoo right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get that skill from him when he's so upset? What, are you trying to say that you can call Valoo down? Psh, that's a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. You know, actually, he has a fair point. Like, this kid is speaking the truth. I cannot disagree with anything he's spitting right now. I mean, yeah, okay. Anyways, I'll tell you what. If you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get to Valoo, then I'll listen to anything you say. Huh, alright. You sit and pet that Dragon Ball as much as you want. I'm gonna take it from you. I'm gonna summon Shenron and get eternal life. You'll just see. I don't know what Prince Komali has to do with my, wish of. I don't even know why that's like everyone's wish of immortality, and then it's like, it never happens. You end up dying trying to do it. So is it worth it? No. But anywho, before we do meet with Medli at the whole entrance thing in Dragon Roost that she wants us to do, I want to actually go ahead and collect some cash here. So if you couldn't tell by how he looks, yes, he deals with mail, and his face, aside from the beak, is the exact same face the postman from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask has. Or I guess the runner from Ocarina of Time, the postman from Majora's Mask. I don't know, in Majora's Mask, all the characters that we saw in Ocarina of Time got much bigger roles with more character to them, so I always like to reference the Majora's Mask one over the Ocarina of Time one. Regardless, yeah, I do like that reference, how he looks like him with the whole eyes. Anyways, there's a little mini game we can play here, and this is like the anti-mini game, you could say, because instead of paying rupees to play it, you get rupees, which is awesome because it makes me not feel bad about failing. If anything, it makes me happy that I'm failing and having to play this more. If you fail, don't freak out too much. Usually that's what I end up doing, is I start to like completely mess up and just shoot in the wrong area because I did fail. So yeah, or this happens where I just like go back and forth when I shouldn't be doing so. But let's oh, come on. No, if I just landed one more, I would have got more than 25, and 25 would have had him go insane, and he would have given me a lot of rupees. I'm gonna play it one more time and try to get the 25. Maybe because I'm talking, it's a little harder, but as long as you get more than 20, you will get a lot of rupees. So as long as I don't miss one of these, I'll be fine, as long as that doesn't happen again, because that's also gonna throw me off quite a bit. I do like when I get similar ones or don't have to move too far, but sometimes I do that where I end up moving more than I should have, and that also kind of cuts off the time. I do wish I could use the D-pad. I feel like that would be way more accurate to all of this, but sadly I am not using the D-pad. Come on. Oh, nice. I got 25 second try. This is, like I said, easy, and it's fun to play, but now we got 25 come by anytime. If you can get something higher. Oh, wait, he still wants me to play? Okay, you need some work? Yeah, let's play. Let's get more than 25 this time, then, and see how that goes. If I can just be quick with how I move things. I hate how sometimes they're like on the completely opposite side. Alright, let's just go quick. This is really hard to do while talking. I don't know why I'm forcing myself to like just spew random crap and speak, but I'm not even focusing on what I'm saying, so maybe I can do this. No, I can't. I can't do this. I'm looking at the time too much. Oh, wait, no, I did. I got 26. Woo! I like how every single time I go up by one. So yeah, there we go. That is amazing. He is so surprised. We got ourselves 3 rupees per letter, which is going to give us 78. And isn't it? Yeah, my name is Luke. Okay, I thought you looked like a lot of the Chieftain was talking to. I am, actually. And I heard all about you. Now he knows of me, and he's going to remember of me, and I'm going to be able to do something later on. So essentially what I did is I kind of fixed myself up with some rupees, as well as a little trust type issue thing that he's gonna have with me. Not trust issue, actually. No, this is more of trust he has with me. So be a pal and give helpers some pointers. See, now we don't even have to play it anymore, because he just knows we're so good that, you know, we don't even have to play it right now. But we will come back to him later on. Just remember that he knows of us. Anyhow, let's go ahead and head to the entrance of the area. So yeah, if you want to go to Dragon Roost Cavern, I've got some bad for news for you. The bridge, yeah, to get inside is broke. As for swimming across, well, you need water for that, and the pond's all dried up. No need to panic though, I'm sure the Chieftain will think of something. Huh, okay, well I don't really care about the Chieftain here. I just care about myself. Alright, so yeah, Medli is going to be located down here. As you can see, she's just chilling. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and take a photo of her. Maybe, no, let's not take a selfie. Let's just take a photo of her. I want a nice photo of Medli just so I have. She's definitely a character I'm not going to always see throughout the game. She's a more important character. She's actually one of my favorite characters within the game. Her and a character we're going to meet later within the game that will help us out quite a bit. Like, Medli will be shown later within the game, and she will be pretty helpful. I don't know, I didn't really have to take a photo of her now, because, yeah, like I said, she will be helpful later on, and I will see her later on, but I thought I would do it just for the heck of it. But yeah, hey, you actually came. I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? This used to be a string surrounded by a beautiful pond. Oh yeah, the guy told us, okay. The Great Valoo, danger, blah, blah, blah. The king. Okay, I feel like I've heard this. Prince Komali. What are we supposed to do? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Komali's taken. Since Prince Komali's grandmother was the Great Valoo's former attendant, she was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave, unsurpassed in her dealings with the Great Valoo. I'm not yet worried of her being mentioned in the same breath as her. If only I'd possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Komali would have felt more secure. Link, I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the small shrine that's near the peak of Dragon Roost, but that ledge over there is so high. If I could get some wind under my wings, I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me? Okay, sure. So yeah, essentially what she wants us to do is pick her up and throw her to the ledge. And it's not that hard to do. You just have to wait for the wind to be blowing in the right direction. If you did learn something that we could have learned by now to control the direction of the wind with our, baton, also known as the Wind Waker, we could have made this easier. But it is fine. I'm gonna do it the way the game intends you to do it, which is the second you see the particles start blowing the direction you want her to go, just throw her. And there you go. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, she's gonna head over and try to find the Great Valoo and understand, blah, blah, blah. She's not bursting with confidence, but she's gonna tell us to look after Prince Komali. Obviously, we're not gonna do that. I mean, we're gonna have to chase after her, and luckily she gave us a bottle. An empty one, because in Zelda, that's a valuable item, and you don't really find those everywhere, even though in real life, anywhere you go, you'll find a bottle. It's crazy, the inconsistencies with this world and our, it's just so much different. But yeah, you do want some water so you can pour it on something dried up. As you can see, this whole pond has dried up because of the giant rock that is blocking the water source. So to bring it back, just go ahead and pour some water like this, and look at that. The plant has popped up, looking all fresh. I mean, look at the difference. Look how flat this is. So with just some water, you'll go from this to this in just 3 seconds. Whoa, wow, cool. I want some water too. I can be all plump and nice and round from being smushed. I mean, that is insane. I can't believe that. It seems like a scam, honestly. It's photoshopped, guys. There's no way that bomb is the same one, right? Alright, so yeah, we have done it. And now we can make our way to the first temple of the game, which is very exciting because this is going to be where we have to find Medli and also help the Great Valoo. And just, I mean, overall, we're kind of thrown into this. And yeah, it's just very exciting. I just get really nostalgic in this area because it's, like I said, I just remember the first time playing this game and like my feelings of it. It felt like a giant world that I had yet to discover. It's crazy because once you know the game inside out, doesn't matter how big the game is, it feels so small because you know it. And And it's like that with pretty much every Zelda game now. So it's like I don't really feel that same feeling. But like, look at this. This is it. Inside this cave is the first temple. Alright, thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, I've been Zelda Master, and I'll see you all in the next one as we take on Dragon Roost Cavern.